I don't think I would have got him. He made a mistake in the last lap, and the door was there, and I was going to take it. So, yeah, this is probably one of the best races I've had, I think, to do that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Come on, Scotty Moy and Taupo. Sorry, we're down to one microphone, so we're going to get this one back for the sidecar racing. Last race, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've had a great day. We'll run out of breath as we get the microphone back to Spotter.
All right, back into action. The microphone might be starting to die. I've got no feedback whether it's going or not, but right now it's sidecars out for the final race of the day. 6 laps of sidecar action, and Tim Reeves and Mark Wilkes getting a flyer on that little Formula 2 machine. I think it's going to be a long, long time before the big Formula 1 reels them in. They're doing a bit of that down that long straight in towards turn 13 and turn 14, but the little 600cc's a flyer through there. Amazing job. They discovered a leaking head gasket in the qualifying this morning and changed the motor for that. And how good's that? A 5 times world champion, twice world 600 champion as well, getting his hands dirty and able to change that motor, and that just shows you these guys are not rock stars. They're hard chargers on the spanners as well. So right now we've got the letter T out in the front, followed by 73, the local team, Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan. Spike Taylor cuts in and flicks up a bit of dirt there. No, in fact, that's the Lawrence Brothers. The Lawrence Brothers, the 11 machine coming through there on their new LCR. And behind that is a Formula 2 machine, and I think that is Tony Baker and Shelley Smithies doing the swinging there. Shelley doing the swinging there. A big gaggle of sidecars going into turn 5 as we look for Tim Reeves and Mark Wilkes coming out of turn 7. They're going to get reeled in, but I don't know, with 5 laps to go, is there enough in it at the moment for them to hold on to the lead? Their bikes, somehow it's quicker through turn 8 and turn 9, that little 600. It just seems to fly through there back into 3rd place, and it still is the Lawrence Brothers. 4th place, the second of the Formula 2 bikes, the letter B. Then it's Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose, Peter Goodwin, Kendall Dunlop, Andy Scribner, Tim McEwen. 9 times New Zealand champion is Andy Scribner, back out there after a few seasons off. Gregory Lambert and Julie Canepa from the Isle of Man. Then we got Spike Taylor, Astrid Hartle, Eric Eckhart Rossinger, I think they're from Holland, and Stefan, oh, what is it now? Where have we got Stefan? Letter R, Stefan. No, I don't see that there on my thing. Okay, back, all eyes onto the front straight. The lead 2 bikes are coming through. The gap has closed up. It was 1.682 seconds in the last race. It is now down to 0.861. So it's got to, these guys have got to get onto the back of them, guys and girls, of course, in second place there. The New Zealand team from the Tauranga area, Barry Smith with Tracy Bryan, but they've also got to find a way through. And Mark Wilkes is doing the swinging for Tim Reeves. Are sensational through the infield, as they should be. 3rd place, 11, the Lawrence Brothers, Chris and Richie Lawrence on their beautiful presenter machine. Did they cut the riddle strip there? Peter Goodwin, that's a flyer for them. Peter Goodwin and Kendall Dunlop on the 111 machine. Pete the Pirate there, absolutely flying. Got back up into 4th place ahead of the letter B, Tony Baker and Shelley Smithies. A change of position there, and that is Formula 2 outfit. I suspect that is Gregory Lambert and Julie Canepa has gone ahead of Andy Scribner and Tina McEwen, but Scribner and McEwen fight back. A lot of ladies in here, none of them riding, but we've got passengers there in 2nd place. We've got a female passenger in 4th place, 5th place, 6th place, and 9th place at least, and there's others out there as well. So sensational to see the females. Great to see Avalon Biddle here doing so well in the the Formula 2 class. Looking right off in the distance, it'll be to the drag race down here. 4 laps to go. The little 600 in front, but watch that big 73 machine, the Carl Cox Motorsport. Both of them are reel them in down that straight. It'll be a braking duel into this turn 13, 14. Sort of chicane coming off the straight there. They close right up, about a bike length between them. both matching looking bikes, although one is a long bike and one is a short bike, the short 600 being in the front. So here they go. I just love the way Tim Reeves puts this thing into turn one here and flips it up on its side. Watch him, absolutely beautiful riding. Wow, look at that, up once, up twice. It's into the dust there. Mark Wilkes dragging his rump in there. And 11, the Lawrence brothers, they are flying now. Looking at lap times here. A 1:37.606 for Barry Smith, Tracy Bryan, a 1:38.278 for Tim Reeves, and that was on the last lap, I think. So 0.4 of a second between the two of them, 0.6 of a second, sorry, between the two of them. They go into turn 7 at Taupo here, as we see the thundering number 92, my brother's bike, self-built. The only thing he didn't do was paint this machine. Aprilia V1000. Not competitive anywhere on the track in terms of Formula 1 or Formula 2, but certainly just a different concept in building bikes, and built on a shoestring budget to prove it could be done. And absolutely great to see him out there riding and clearing the throat of that thing yesterday. It was spinning and farting all around the place, but it has improved substantially. Battles all the way through the field, looking for these lead two bikes coming onto the front straight. I'm suspecting there might be a lead change. There will be a lead change along this straight. Wilkes is doing the passion for Tim Reeves. They've lost a bit of their lead, and as I said, Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan have doing faster lap times. They come down side by side there, breaking into this turn 13, turn 14. Can they hold on to it? Tracy Bryan out one side, across to the other side. Same with Mark Wilkes. Mark Wilkes comes back. Oh, they're off into the grass. Reeves and Wilkes, the door got shut. They tried up on the inside. I think that's cost them the race, but they're still out there doing it. In fact, yep, there they are. It was a moment, heart-stopping moment. They tried out of turn 14 to come up on the inside and get onto the front straight, but the door was shut and they took to the grass in one of those moments that no one wants to see turn bad, but it didn't turn bad for them. Third place is still the Lawrence brothers. They've been hounded by Pete the Pirate and Kendall Dunlop. Wow, there's half a bike length in it. They're coming out of turn 1. 1-1 versus 1-1-1. The 11 bike, the brothers from Auckland, and Pete the Pirate, a prison guard. So they're going through turn 2, 3 and into turn 4. Where's he going to pass? He's going to have to pass here. It is a couple of laps to go, but he's going to have to do the pass here, these two Formula 1 bikes. All right, the length has been stretched to the front. The lead has been stretched by probably 100 odd metres after that moment that Tim Reeves and Mark Wilkes had coming onto the start-finish line. So the lead bike is disappearing off out of sight there. We're looking down to third place, and it still is the Lawrence brothers. In behind them, Pete the Pirate, 1-1-1 with Kendall Dunlop, and behind them, the second of the smaller 600s, Tony Baker and Shelley Smithies. They've been followed by Andy Scrivener and Tina McEwen on the 99 machine. Adam Udsworth, Bryce Rose there in 8th spot. They've gone ahead of Greg Lambert and Julie Canepa. They're on a Formula 1 bike. Greg Lambert and Julie Canepa on a Formula 2 bike. Spike Taylor and Astrid Hartnell, number 9. Murray Stronach, and I don't know his passenger's name. It is Steve on the letter S there in 10th. Here we go, back onto the front straight. The sidecar lap record is 1:36.137. We're on the 1:36.4, so Suzuki's lost none of his pace. Barry had a big crash at Ruapuna, I think 4 years ago, and broke his collarbone. Now the guy was in his mid-50s then, and I never thought he'd come back from it. Got offered the chance to ride the Carl Cox machine and did so well here in New Zealand that Carl Cox purchased a motorcycle for them, a sidecar, and they went to England to do 2 rounds of the British Championships this year and really enjoyed themselves over there. I think about the same time they went to the TT and just had a poke round there. Tracy Bryan wanted to do the TT a couple of years ago, but sidelined due to a broken neck, I think. Tim Reeves, Mark Wilkes comes out of turn 7 in second position. The white flag is out. Let's look at that battle between third and fourth, and it's coming out of turn 5 at Taupo here, and it is the 1-1 machine, the Lawrence brothers, but Pete the Pirate gets a little bit more juice here on out of that turn 5 and closes the gap up. He's got to look for a passing position. He's been following them for several laps, so he will know where he wants to pass. It's a matter of where the Lawrence brothers put themselves on the track. In fact, no, the Lawrence brothers have found a few more legs here and got about 12, 13 bike lengths ahead of them as they disappear into turn 9. Well, they're still in turn 9 in sight, but there might be a change of position up on turn 11. Looking out here, the white flag is out. This is the final lap of the final race of the first round of the Suzuki Series for 2017, and it is Barry Smith, driving the number 73 machine with Tracy Bryan doing this fine job swinging. Tim Reeves, Mark Wilkes takes a good honourable second place there. The battle's on for third place. Side by side down that centre straight, the Lawrence brothers still in the third place. It's Pete's Pirate's job to get through here. I don't think there's enough room for it. It will be a drag to line, half a bike length in it. The Lawrence brothers goes tight. Pete the Pirate goes wide. It's a drag to the line. Who's it going to be? And it is the Lawrence brothers. This is sensational for them. They've been around for a lot of years, but that's a beautiful ride from them. Pete the Pirate and Kendall Dunlop, followed by Adam Unsworth, Bryce Rose, Letter B, Tony Baker, Shelley Smithies, Andy Scrivener, Tina McEwen, Gregory Lambert, Julie Caliper, Murray Stronach and Steve Marshall, I think, from memory. Number 9, Spike Taylor and Astrid Hartnell, and then Eckhart Rossinger with Stefan doing the swinging in the 11th spot. They're looking out for 12th, and that is Graham Evans and Eamon Mulholland there on the letter W. And then in behind them, Andrew Mayer and Alan Delavan, Drew Mayer and Alan Delavan. Corey Winter, Gyron Whittam, followed by Mark Halls and Neville Mickelson take 15. That's all I've got on my timing screen. Thank you, folks. Thank you for enjoying the day, whether you're on a bike, on the flags. Thanks to all the flaggies and that. It's been a pleasure to commentate, and I'll see you at Manfield next weekend. We're going to hand the microphone over to Neil Ritchie to do pit lane interviews.
Thank you, Spider. Thank you indeed. So we'll be back shortly for a wrap, but we'll be going trackside at the moment to ensure we pick up on a great podium. Well done to everybody involved today. Hope you've thoroughly enjoyed it, and certainly a wrap for everybody that's been part of the day. Well, it's called Spider, actually, and making sure we congratulate everybody. So just a reminder, please, to all competitors to make sure you've returned your transponder and to be at the end of the day. Thank you, transponder and bracket to go back. We're heading pit side. You can come down as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're spectating out here today, feel free to come on board and join us. You're most welcome down here in pit lane. Catch your friends, catch your heroes, and catch all of these great races in a spectacular day of motorcycle action. Round 1 of Suzuki Series 2017. Suzuki, a way of life. Toy of the round number 1 with round 2 at Mighty Manfield next Sunday, the 17th, and of course the final at the legendary Cemetery Circuit, Whanganui on Boxing Day. Well, here we go, the Chris and Richie Lawrence show. And I'll tell you what, Suzuki power for these boys, the muck off there, and an opportunity with a new bike just when you think these boys are going to give up, and no way, absolutely no way. And to the Chris and Richie show, mate, the amount that these guys give to New Zealand sidecar racing, New Zealand motorcycle sport, fantastic. Chris, what are you thinking right now?
Oh, I'm getting too old for this. But it's good fun when you get on the podium, so... bit of a battle out there. Pete the Pirate stuck his nose in there a few times, and I thought, oh, here we go, but it was good racing.
All right, mate, what about a new machine? What do you think of it?
Oh, I'm just getting used to it. Yeah, a couple of seconds out of it yet to come, and we're going to do nationals this year, first time in a few years, so try and give these guys a bit of a hurry up, but it's going to be hard work.
Well done. Come on, let's hear it for the brothers extraordinaire, Richie and Chris Lawrence. Fantastic to see, great to see, and well done over there for Richie. Just got there we go. Depends on which way we turn to get the microphone to work. Mark, another courageous effort. These boys are making you work, but that's just the way you like it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome. Managed to hold the lead for what I think sort of half the race, and Tim was riding, yeah, absolutely riding the wheels off that thing. But yeah, it just, like I said, the grunt down the straights, that thing just, yeah, comes past us like we're standing still. So.
Yeah, but hey, bring on Wanganui and that street circuit, mate. It's going to be the other way around. Do you know it?
Yeah, for sure. That'll definitely be a different kettle of fish, that will. So.
All right, tell us about the year you've had. We've missed you. I don't know whether you missed stuff, but we missed you anyway. What have you been up to? And I say that in the nicest way. Some of the events, some of the great places you've been to this year?
I raced this year with John Holden, who was here last year, wasn't he, for in the World Championship, and we finished third. So that was my first World Championship, and third I was absolutely over the moon. And John's a lovely bloke, and yeah, it's been a really good year. First TT with Tim as well. Didn't have the best of luck. First race we had a bit of a fuel pump issue, but we managed to crawl it home in fifth, which for my first TT's well, awesome. But yeah, we would have liked to have been a bit closer to the point you're in, but and then the second race we broke down. We're in second, closing the gap on first, but yeah, we broke down. So yeah, and then Southern 100, another race in the Isle of Man. We had a little bit of a coming to and upside down, and yeah, that wasn't so great. But fortunately, we both all come out okay. So, but no, I've had some ups and downs, but I've had some really good highs. You know, like I said with John, third place in the World Championship, over the moon. And then to finich the year off, come back here. Amazing.
Hey, what about Manfield next week? And what are your memories of that place? How do you think you'll go down there?
I think we're going to struggle there for sure, because you've got them three bloody great big long straights. So again, I think it's going to be a little bit like that back straight. Straight past us. So, but no, I'm looking forward to it. Manfield's a good circuit. I've not done this before, but this is an awesome circuit as well. And then, yeah.
So you're going to keep off motorbikes this next week, are you?
yeah, I'm banned from anything with an engine apparently. Well, myself anyway. So yeah.
Love having you on board, Mark. Have a pleasant week, mate. We'll see you next week at Manfield.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done. Round of applause. We love him here. Well done. Here, Timothy. Oh, no, we're going to call it. No, it's a long time since your mother's called you that. Hey, Taupo, today, something special for you, mate? Because you're having some real racing with a bike that's almost twice the size.
Yeah, it's really great, mate. I just tried to brake as early as I could and try on that first lap with a fresh rubber and try and make a gap, but it just wasn't big enough. It's got a lot more legs than that, but it's good fun, mate. Barry's riding that well as well. He's gone quicker than he ever has, and yeah, it's great. I'm really enjoying myself, and I kept looking over my shoulder and he was getting closer and closer. But yeah, great fun. Really enjoying myself. I love being here, and it's a real fun little track.
So what about a week in between? What are some of the things you'll be doing this week? Is it making that go better, or is it more relaxing? Do you feel better when you can have a holiday kind of a week while you're here? What is it, a bit of wakeboarding, water skiing? Snowing. We haven't got enough snow for you. What do you do in the week?
Well, not unfortunately this week. I bought one of my really good TT engines with me, and rushing to put it in, I didn't bleed the water properly and boiled it up yesterday. So it needs a head gasket, so we'll be fixing that. So we've got a bit more go for next week. Yeah, we need to have a bit more, bit welly. It'd be good. I really enjoy myself, and yeah, good job.
So what is it? You bring the spare engine out in your suitcase? Is that the idea? How to travel?
Well, yeah, I did chuck one of mine in the case. Yeah, when Barry's bike came back. So obviously that was the bike I rode in the British Championship this year, and we chucked one of my good TT engines in with it, and it was brand new, but just in haste fitting it, we ran it a little bit at a time and didn't bleed it properly, and it just boiled it up. So my fault. So we'll put it right and we'll get it back in for next week. Hey,
have a nice week in New Zealand. Look forward to seeing you at Manfield next weekend. Have a good week. Go, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We love Tim Reeves. Well done, well done. Ladies first, ladies first. And the most beautiful of all of these 6 competitors up here for Super Tracy. You know that this guy wants to win. You know how hungry he is. And when you can see how well that Tim and Mark are going in front of you, you know you've got to be the perfect team to try and pull off that win. What's it like when you're overtaking those guys?
Oh, you know, it's pretty cool. Considering we're on the bike that they would normally ride, so to get the opportunity to ride that and actually just be on the track with them is a huge privilege, really. So yeah, it's a bit of a buzz, to be able to give them a bit of stick later.
Do you realise if you look back on that dummy grid, you wouldn't be able to see the last competitors because they peel off around that bend. Sidecars going back around the corner. Is this the most special time for sidecars we've ever had in New Zealand?